Jimmy Butler is currently the talk of the NBA. Hit the intro.
2 seconds left. Butler step back for the win. Yes! Butler delivers the victory. 118, 116. Step back. Step back. And kiss myself. Big time play, big time play. Jimmy G buckets. The G stands for get. And that was all that too.
We all know what he's done on the court, but his off-the-court lifestyle will definitely surprise you. So let's quickly start things off with his background and his insane early career. And trust me, it's not at all what you think. Jimmy Butler III was born on September 14th, 1989 in Houston, Texas. His father left the family when Butler was just an infant. And when Jimmy turned 13, his mother kicked him out of the house. He bounced around his friends' couches while he made his way through high school. And during his junior year, he met the most important person in his life, Jordan Leslie. The two met at a basketball camp, and eventually, Jordan's mom, a mother of 7 kids, insisted on taking Jimmy into her home. Butler's newfound stability allowed him to excel on and off the basketball court. He was good, but he wasn't considered a top prospect by any major universities. Butler had to settle for junior college, and it was at Tyler Junior College where he made his name. After his first year, Division I offers started coming in by the dozens. Jimmy chose to attend Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jimmy's college numbers didn't have NBA All-Star written all over them, but they were good. He was drafted 30th overall in 2011 by the Chicago Bulls, subsequently signing a 4-year rookie contract worth $5.21 million. During his pre-draft interview, Jimmy told this to reporters: "Please, I know you're going to write something. I'm just asking you, don't write it in a way that makes people feel sorry for me. It made me who I am. I'm grateful for the challenges I've faced." Let's briefly go over his professional career. The Bulls were dealing with a myriad of injuries during the 2011 season, including Derrick Rose, Luol Deng, Rip Hamilton, and Joakim Noah. Jimmy was inserted into the rotation, and he quickly established himself as one of the better defenders in the league.
What a sensational reverse layup from the athletic Jimmy Butler.
His minutes increased over the following seasons, and in 2014, his 38.7 minutes per game ranked first in the NBA. He led the Bulls to the playoffs in 2015, and he was eventually named the NBA's most improved player.
Not only is he the most improved player, he could easily be in the MVP discussion.
The following year, in a game against the Raptors, he put up 40 points in the second half, leading the Bulls to a 115-113 victory. 11 days later, he scored a career-high 53 points in a win over the 76ers. That April, he recorded his first career triple-double. That offseason, Butler was traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and in February, he put up 38 points in his return to Chicago. Shortly before training camp in 2018, Butler requested a trade from the Timberwolves. Minnesota originally denied the request, but traded him just 13 games into the season. He made his debut for the 76ers 2 days later. Jimmy led the 76ers to the second round of the playoffs before Kawhi Leonard's game-winning buzzer beater in Game 7 sent them home. That offseason, Butler signed with the Miami Heat. He led them to the Eastern Conference Finals for a matchup against the Celtics. Jimmy went off, and he reached the finals for the first time in his career. He put up a 40-point triple-double in Game 3, though the Heat came up short against the Los Angeles Lakers in 6 games. They came up short the following years as well, with playoff losses against the Bucks and Celtics. But in the 2023 playoffs, Jimmy went off. In Game 4 against the Bucks, Butler scored a career-high 56 points.
Long shot, good!
He then went off against the Celtics and won Eastern Conference Finals MVP. However, the Heat went on to lose the finals in 5 games. He hit this buzzer beater to start the next season.
2 seconds left. Butler step back for the win. Jimmy Butler delivers the victory.
Some crazy controversy happened shortly after the 2025 New Year, and we'll talk about that in a second. Let's take a look at his recent contracts. After Jimmy was named the NBA's most improved player in 2015, the Bulls wanted to lock him up. So they re-signed him to a 4-year, $95 million contract. The deal also included a player option for the 5th year, but that's nothing compared to his next extension. In 2019, the 76ers offered Butler a 5-year, $190 million max contract, but he turned it down in order to take a 4-year, $141 million deal from the Miami Heat. In 2021, the Heat wanted to extend his contract. This 4-year extension was worth an insane $184 million. But contracts aren't the only way that he makes money. Butler earned around $5 million per year from his sneaker deal with Nike's Jordan brand. But in 2021, he switched to a shoe deal with Li Ning that pays him $3 million per year. He's also sponsored by Tag Heuer and Hulu, and altogether, he earns $10 million annually from endorsements. Now that we know how much he makes, how does he spend his cash? His car collection is the best in the league. His most classic car is this vintage Ford Bronco. It's now worth a cool $259,000. He also owns a Mercedes-Benz G-Class. The luxury SUV set him back $235,000. And that's nothing compared to his favorite car. In 2023, he went out and bought this Bugatti Chiron. The luxury supercar with a 16-cylinder engine set him back an insane $2.5 million. And every time he wants to fill up the tank, he needs to drop an extra $145. More recently, he bought this Cadillac Escalade. The custom SUV set him back $152,000. And if you thought that was crazy, just wait until you see the homes he's purchased. In 2018, he bought this Pinecrest mansion for $4.8 million. The 9,000 square foot home came complete with a chef's kitchen and backyard oasis. He sold it a couple of years later and profited a cool $2.5 million. In 2022, he one-upped himself. He paid $7.5 million for this mansion in Stonegate, South Miami. Stonegate is an exclusive gated community offering just 11 custom-built homes. It hosts 6 bedrooms, a movie room, and a lavish in-ground pool. More recently, he bought this epic mansion in Southern California, which is where he lives during the off-season. It comes complete with a live music room and an oversized wine cellar, which he stocked with 6,100 bottles of wine, his favorite being a bottle of Screaming Eagle. But the best part of the house is his backyard. It features an in-ground pool, sand volleyball court, kitchen, cabana, and entertainment center. In total, the house set him back $4.3 million. He'll make that money back though, because he opened his own coffee shop inside of it, where he charges his neighbors $60 per cup.
But for everybody here, coffee will cost you $60, and I'm not fucking around.
And to start 2025, he'll be living in a new home in Miami. He just started renting out this mansion on Hibiscus Island. The home sits on a half-acre plot and also hosts a sprawling backyard patio, a pool with a waterfall, a hot tub, and a boat dock, all with panoramic views of the water and the Miami skyline. His rent is $75,000 per month. He's also got a decent watch collection, including this Patek Philippe Nautilus, a Rolex Rose Gold GMT Master 2, a Rolex Yachtmaster 40, an iced out Platinum Rolex Daytona, a Rose Gold Patek Philippe Grand Complications, a Rolex Rainbow Gold, a Rolex Eye of the Tiger, but his favorite is his Rolex GMT Mariner, which he iced out. He's also a big shoe guy and spent over $200,000 on his shoe collection. Peeking now into his personal life. And trust me, it's not what you think. Back in 2018, Jimmy was dating actress and model Shay Mitchell. By January 2019, the couple split, and Jimmy began dating Caitlin Nowak. She is a Polish model, and together they have 1 daughter and 1 son. Caitlin has been spotted on numerous occasions sitting courtside at Heat games cheering for Jimmy. Outside of his dating life, Butler's friends list includes some A-list celebrities. One of his best friends is Mark Wahlberg. Jimmy credits Mark for inspiring him and for instilling the intense work ethic that he takes onto the court every game. Some other good friends are Demaryius Thomas, Messi, and Neymar. Neymar showed up to support Jimmy at the NBA Finals, and Jimmy returned the favor at the FIFA World Cup. In their free time, they usually go to tennis matches together. Outside of soccer, A good friend of his is Shakira, and she even shows up at Heat games with her children to help cheer for Jimmy. He's thankful for his friends because, as we mentioned before, he comes from a broken home. But it's darker than you think. The last words his mother said to him at age 13 was, "I don't like the look of you, you gotta go." These challenges forced him to become a man from a young age, but he is thankful for all of his experiences. Butler maintains a relationship with his parents, saying, "I don't hold grudges, I still talk to my family, my mom, my father, we love each other, that's never going to change." Outside of friends and family, Jimmy created his own coffee company. He said he started Big Face in 2020 out of boredom. It began in the bubble where he would sell cups of coffee to other NBA players for $20. It has since turned into a successful cafe in Miami. Some other hobbies include tennis, and he even won a point against Carlos Alcaraz at the 2023 US Open. He's a big fan of Coco Gauff and will routinely show up to her matches for support. Butler also enjoys golfing and will hit the course with DJ Khaled from time to time. Now for some moments that caused some waves in his career. Butler received his first suspension in February of 2024. A scuffle broke out after this hard foul. He was suspended for 4 games and fined $312,000. But a bigger controversy happened in 2025. After a loss to the Pacers, Butler said he had lost his joy playing in Miami and requested a trade. The following day, the Miami Heat suspended him for 7 games for multiple instances of conduct detrimental to the team. The suspension resulted in lost game checks totaling $2,356,000. Now at this point, you must be getting excited about his career earnings. Jimmy is one of the highest paid players in the league, and we're sure he'll sign another massive deal. Having said that, his total career earnings to date are $312,048,000. Thanks for watching.